Hello everyone, you're listening to The Right Side of Gaming. Today I want to take a look at the Power Rangers Character Journal. They've released a little bit of a preview, and I want to take some time to go through it. One, because I know there are people out there that like the idea of character journals. Two, because I am trying to keep up on all their products. And three, just as a way of deciding, okay, is this something that I think would be helpful to players, especially new players, in creating their character. So we have the table of contents, and a lot of it is pretty straightforward. You have some basic character sheet parts, a lot of backstory, a little more character sheet, and then some notes on your fellow Rangers and the sessions. The character sheet portions look about like you'd expect. There's a little bit more space to spread things out, and that includes the Zord and Megazord versions of the character sheet as well. And then we get into some of the backstory parts. And a lot of these, you'll notice, is just a single prompt and then some space to write. So what your family was like growing up, hobbies, maybe a tale from your childhood. I mean, these are things that are interesting and will help you fill out your character a little bit. But there's not a whole lot of direction for new players. If you've done this before, you can probably think of something. Yeah, it's a nice little prompt. But if this is your first foray into role-playing games in general, you might need a little more guidance. That's why I like the resources where they'll have things like, oh, here's a little table you can roll on, or you can choose for yourself. But if you don't know what you want, here's some examples. Maybe it'll get you thinking in the right direction, or you can just choose one of these. And I think it would have been nice to have something like that along with the prompts. You could have a little space for a table or something. So I think they did fail a little bit there. I do like they give some room for you to draw things out, because I do know some people like that. I cannot draw to save my life. Then we get back into some more of the character sheet type stuff and an option to write it out. One of the things I do really like is that they have multiple pages for you to write down stuff about the other players and your thoughts about them. I think there's 4 pages of those, so if you're in a 6-man party, well, someone gets left out, or more, but you at least have room for 4 of them. And, I think that's a fun role-playing exercise. You get an idea of how you view and want to react with the other players, but I'm not really sure if that's something I really want to pay, $20-$30 for. And then you have your session notes, and I think just from endnotes. Honestly, I think you would be better off just getting a regular notebook, maybe finding some online prompts to work through for maybe the character creation background aspect. And you can borrow a lot of this. I mean, you can have a page for Zord, a page for your true identity, and so on. But for a lot cheaper. I mean, if you really want to, I am not going to stop anyone from supporting the company. And, if this is one of the things you're into, or you want to have like a complete collection, have at it. But for the Power Rangers game, and again, I expect this is going to be pretty standard for their other games as well. Like if you were to buy a G.I. Joe character journal, it would probably look a lot like this. If you were to buy a Transformers character journal, it would probably look a lot like this. But I really don't think that it is giving you enough for the money. I would really encourage people, especially newer players, to look around at some online resources. I might post some that I really have enjoyed in the past at some point. I know, who was it? I think for like D&D type stuff, Xanthar's Guide, I think it had a bunch of character creation tables. I could be getting my books mixed up. But it had a lot of stuff to think through, like important parts of your past, some important events that you could roll for, rolling for your family and things like that. I just really wish that they had a little bit more direction for newer players in this. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys think. If you want to leave a like, comment, subscribe, maybe let me know what types of things you like to keep track of for your campaigns. That would be great. If not, that's okay too. I understand. Either way, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will catch you next time.